Hello, hello, my beautiful Aquarius. This is your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the week of June the 29th to July the 5th. Yes, working your way through 1 week, 1 month, and going into the next. Let's see what your download message is and what you need to look forward to. You've been given creativity. That's your theme for this week. Let's see what we have here for the tarot messages. What do you need to see, know, and expect as I say you navigate through this week? With your tarot messages. Let's see. And this is a general reading. As you know, not every single card or the energy they carry may resonate with every Aquarius on the planet. Whatever does, take it. Whatever doesn't, throw it out into the universe. All right. Let's see what we have here. You have the Ace of Swords. You have the Four of Cups. You have the Death card. You have the Two of Cups. You have the Seven or the Knight of Swords. You have the Seven of Wands. You have the High Priestess, the Tower, and the Empress. Coming in next, best card in the deck, the Sun, followed by the Seven of Pentacles and the Magician. End of the week, possible future energy, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Hangman. Okay, so creativity is your theme. You may be trying to do things differently. You could also be taking a new art form or a new hobby where you're showing your abilities and your talents of creativity. It's the way you think. You might be thinking differently this week. You might be processing things differently this week, trying to be creative, trying to tweak things, pivot, and make things a little bit more personalized for you. Now, your life and career card is this one, and it says prickly situation. You need both tact and diplomacy to reach your goals. The struggle is worth the prize. Work around the issue and use a gentle touch. So again, creativity, right? You're going to be creating something. You're going to use your noggin to, your brain, your ability, your downloads, your intelligence, and your talents and gifts to overcome any obstacles that come in. You'll maneuver around them. You'll be able to navigate around these things and move forward as you are trying to create your new goals. You've got the Death card, you've got the Four of Cups, and you've got the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is great because it's clear and concise information that you see. You get that aha moment, you see the light bulb moment, and you say, now I see the situation in complete clarity. You may have been in a little bit of a fog, a little bit unsure about a situation. You weren't seeing all of it in clarity, and now you will. The truth has emerged. The Four of Cups says some of you could be sitting there thinking you're missing out on an opportunity, but you've got tunnel vision. You need to open your eyes and look beyond the end of your nose. You need to see that there's some other possibilities out there. Be open-minded to new things, to do things you might not have considered, because you could be missing a blessing in disguise. The Death card, rebirth, transformation, closing one door, opening another, basically moving forward in a new direction with the promise of a better sightline and a more prosperous new beginning. It could be the end of anything that's happened in your life, but you are going to move forward in a new direction. Coming in with your focus part of the reading, which again is your career and money card, you've been given the gold. Don't we love gold bars? Yes, we do. This said solid finances, investing, integrity, deep values. Your career could involve banking, long-term position, and satisfying work. So, you're going to see that your finances are going to be solid. You're going to feel more secure than you have, perhaps, some of you in a while. You're investing with integrity. You're investing into things that you know you're going to get the return for later on. Maybe you're making long-term investments, things that'll sit there safely, making safe investments for sure. You've got deep values, and you know what's important for you, and you want to be feeling secure and confident. Some of you might be dealing with banks just to go into banks and discuss finances, or maybe you are going to be working at a bank. This position that you're going to be getting will be a long-term one, and it's going to bring you some satisfaction. You will like this work. Coming in with that, you have the Seven of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Two of Cups. The Seven of Wands says standing your ground and looking opposition in the face, okay? Not being afraid to move forward, being brave, being courageous. Looking adversity in the face and being strong and knowing there's times when it's crucial to take a stand and that you could be being called to be true to yourself and to be an advocate for your principles, okay? You will know in your heart of hearts that this is one of those times when it happens, okay? So battle on, don't be afraid, and stand in your courage and fortitude. Don't let your fears get between you and doing what you know is right. The Knight of Swords comes in, and the Knight of Swords is that card of charging towards your goals. It's fast-moving energy is what it is, and vibration. However, it may come with a risk. If you've been offered something or some exciting opportunity presents itself, you just want to go charging towards it. Just pull back on the reins a little bit because there could be some risk involved. Weigh those risks. Don't go signing on the dotted line, because once you do in a big hurry, it's a done deal. Consumer beware. The Two of Cups comes in, and this could be a new love interest that surfaces, but it can also be partnership in business. This card says good communication is very imperative, and you may be discussing and sharing a lot of information and dialogue with this individual. It's like soulmates talking. Coming in next, you have the Lilies. And this is your challenge. This is your challenge, or a way of getting through these challenges. This is the Lilies, and the Lilies are all about calm and peace and serenity. And this could also have to do with elderly people, or older people who could represent elders or your parents that could be showing up this week with issues or situations, or maybe just enjoying their company. But it's also the card of long-term relationships, okay? It brings contentment. It brings peace, because these are the peace lilies. Beautiful. Coming in next, you have the Empress, you have the Tower, and you have the High Priestess. So trusting your gut feeling, your intuition, listening to that little voice of reason. When things do not seem as they should, and you're doubtful about something, you're going to go in and do your research. Find out the reasons why. Find the secrets out. Then you'll be able to sit cool, calm, and collected like the High Priestess does. She sits there with her eyes closed. She has no fear because she's done her research. She's got her answers that she needs, and she sits there with her book of knowledge on her lap. The Tower comes in and says, ooh, get ready for a sudden change. There's going to be the end of something. Something's going to end up abruptly. It may have been planned. You may have known about it, or it may have not. This card says it's going to give you time to sit back. Once you get over the initial shock, perhaps some of you, you're going to start thinking about, well, this is time for me. What do I want? Where do I want to go? What do I want to do? And you're going to plan a bigger, better plan for yourself. And it's going to bring you, a more firmer foundation. Coming in with that, you have the Empress. The Empress is you giving birth to your dreams, but realizing that there is a period of time before you see your profit come in. This card says be patient, okay? Like her, she's waiting for 9 months to happen, and she's at peace. She knows it's going to happen. It's inevitable, and she's just staying cool, calm, and collected. All right, so be patient. Coming in next, which is messages, from your spirit and your guides, you've been given the card tie up loose ends, and it could happen within the next few weeks that you have to do this. So it's time to finish off all those half-done jobs and complete any unfinished business. The success of this project relies on having your finger on the pulse and leaving no stone unturned, or you will see everything start to unravel around you. Get it done. Ensure all communication is done in a timely manner, and write up that list of incomplete projects and start finishing them. Better to be prepared than found lacking, and watch your world unravel. And this could happen in the next few weeks. So you might have a deadline here. You need to get things done. So don't leave things half finished. Okay. Coming in, you've got the Magician. You've got the Seven of Pentacles in the best card in the deck, the Sun. And I'm leaving that to the last. Seven of Pentacles is, putting your work into something, your blood, sweat, and tears, investment of your time. And you're waiting. You're kind of thinking, why haven't I heard from them? Why haven't I received the results? Why am I not seeing profit for my hard work and effort, the rewards coming in? It's unnecessary worry, my friends. This card says you planted your seeds right and well, and they're firm, and the foundation is good. You will hear. It's just taking time. The Magician, the universe is smiling down on you and says, hey, Aquarius, you've got all the resources at your fingertips now. You need to just utilize them. Look around you. You created a dream, and now you need to create. There's your creativity coming in. You need to create it into fruition, and you can. Everything's there. Time, effort, support, love, maybe even money. The Sun comes in, and it says you've got it made. You're walking in your spotlight. You're finally seeing those rewards coming in for your hard work and effort. And this card says it's a card of just all over well-being, spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical, all over good well-being. You now can walk in your spotlight and do it with pride, my beautiful Aquarius. Coming in at the end of the week, which is your angel card number, and also future energy, you've been given the 4 zeros, and that is strength, okay? Obstacles, hardships, building character and experience. There might be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You've got this. If you've been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor. There's your change, quick change. There's the end of something happening, right? This is fast change too. Things are happening. So if you've been suffering or feeling lost, some things may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something much better. Hang in there. So standing in your strength, right? You're going to get through this if you're dealing with any situations here that could be a little bit challenging. The Hangman comes in, the Ace of Wands comes in, and the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is our slowest moving knight in the deck. He doesn't go rushing in. He does his research. He makes out detailed plans, and then he follows through. He doesn't go charging into anything in a big hurry because he wants to make sure he comes out ahead of the game and he wins. And he does, because he doesn't go headstrong and unprepared. Prepare yourself, my friends, and take your time. The Ace of Wands is that card of a beautiful new opportunity presenting itself. And it makes you feel newly inspired to create something original and go after a dream. It could be a new exciting career, an opportunity that shows up, or you may be suddenly deciding that you're going to learn something new. Maybe you're taking up a new form of art or creative task or hobby that you want to get involved in, and you're being encouraged to spring into action. But if you're offered a wonderful new venture, don't hesitate, accept it. Because, my friend, this is the moment when you can take a leap forward and change your life. I think this position of a pause state of action is only temporary. Okay, you might feel like you're hanging in limbo right now and things aren't moving very quickly. It's about, waiting this out for this period of time, but it's only temporary. And once you get all your ducks in a row that you need to, you're going to be able to hit the ground running. So don't be afraid of that. This is a temporary pause of action. Well, okay, let's see what we have here. Looking at your week, I think you're going to be finding that things are going to change for you very suddenly, and you're going to have to tie up loose ends in order to move forward in this new direction, but it will bring you happiness and success. Don't stress out about it. Step up into your creativity because you have a lot of talent there, Aquarius, that you need to bring to the forefront. Well, I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful week. And always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you. And I'll see you soon, my beautiful, beautiful Aquarius.